Thursday, we always like to take a look at this week in sports.
Sports!
Time of the week.
Hey.
And headlining is the Oregon State Beavers headed to Omaha. They left this morning for the College World Series. First game Saturday at noon against Cal State Fullerton. Orlando Sanchez here to bring us up to date on the Beavers. And Orlando, the big news this morning was a statement from OSU pitcher Luke Heimlich.
Yeah, and basically he's saying he's not traveling with the team. So in essence, he's not playing at the College World Series.
And he hopes to come back to Oregon State next year.
Yeah, and I think that's the big news is that, you know, he'll be able to come back to school if he chooses to do so, and he would also like to play again. And President Ed Ray at Oregon State is also backing him on that decision.
He released a statement as well this morning. You know, Heimlich, an outstanding pitcher for Oregon State, and last week revelations came out about his past, which have kind of taken him out of this series.
Right.
But you look to the pitching staff at Oregon State, and there are others as well.
Right. With most teams, you would think, all right, you take the best player in America, best pitcher in America out,
yeah, and
you're
then
done.
Your hopes
it's
are
over.
not great, yeah.
But the depth on this team is huge, and I think that's one of the things that we've talked about all year, is that the pitching staff that they have, you have another first-round draft pick in Drew Rasmussen, or the first pitcher taken in the MLB draft, so that's huge. Other guys have stepped up, and you thought, okay, this is it, it's over, and what do? They dominate against Vanderbilt. And this was another team with one of the top players in America on it, and it didn't faze them.
Yeah. I know you had a chance to catch up with some of the players.
Yeah, and that's what was interesting is we were down in Corvallis yesterday as they were getting ready to hit the road for Omaha. And the vibe there is still within the players is that they're excited. The nerves are going. They don't know what to expect. The huge crowd, the things that are ahead of them that they've never had to face. This is a dream come true for a lot of them, and it's all coming together right now for them. This is something that they've wished since they were little boys. So to see this happening is huge for them, and they haven't lost track of that.
And do you think, obviously we don't know what's going to happen. Baseball is a quirky sport.
Of course.
You just don't know. But I mean, is the thought right now or the feeling could this be Casey's best baseball team he's had?
I think that's been the case for the last month or two is what they're doing is stuff that's never been done at a program that's used to kicking butt.
Well, let's hear from a couple of the pitchers.
They just say it's an unreal experience and take it all in because it doesn't happen very often.
I'm sure the excitement's going to be a little overwhelming at first, but having the ability to relax because you've prepared and you're ready for the situation will be huge.
Again, they're in action Saturday at noon, and the series is a long one. It goes about 11 days there in Omaha.
It's a grind.
You know, double elimination, so they lose two, they're out, and I think the hope is that they sail right through and never lose a game. So
they'll face Cal State Fullerton, a team that's been there before and understands what it takes to win it all. They'll play on Saturday at noon.
Yeah, you mentioned Rasmussen going to the MLB draft.
Yeah,
he
first-round draft pick.
Yeah, wasn't the only one.
Right. They had 5 players in this draft, which is pretty cool to think about. And it's just a dream season for a lot of these guys. So, and it all happens at one time. So it's just a crazy time of the year for these players that were only focused really on one thing, and that was getting to Omaha. And it's all coming to fruition, which is pretty cool to sit back and take a look for these guys to have those dreams come true.
And a Ducks pitcher represented as well, David Peterson.
Yeah, David Peterson's been a stud all year, and we've talked about him throughout the season. I think this was a guy that we expected. He's a big leaguer. He's a big dude. He is 6'6". He's a left-hander. He's the prototype. He's the dude that you think about when you want a big-time pitcher. So to see him go in the first round, I don't think anyone was surprised, including the Oregon Ducks, who had reached out to us and said, hey, as soon as he's drafted, he'll be available to talk.
So do you think he can be a power pitcher? I mean, is he a big
Without
fastball guy? Is that what he does?
Without a doubt. He's huge. Think about it. I mean, there's a 6'6" guy coming to the mound, and he's left-handed. I mean, that's exactly what you want.
All right, Orlando, thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate
Always great
guys.
to catch up. You see your weeks get busier and busier.
I know, it just keeps getting crazier. You have friends going down to watch?
Yeah, I know a few folks that are headed down. You know, some people are waiting to see how they do.
Sure.
Because, like I say, it's an 11-day stretch. And so I went down in 2007 for the beginning. But then I had to leave. I couldn't stay for the 11
that's a
days.
long...
But I highly recommend it. I mean, the whole town comes out for this. And they do a great job putting on the series. But, you know, I mean, my sons and I have kind of talked about a road trip.
Yes, that party is going to be amazing.
And Rod pointed out he's wearing his Beav colors. You're wearing the Duck colors. I don't know how that worked out. Our resident Beaver here.
Let me just say, go Beavs!
I know.
Go Beavs! Right here. Beavers!
Orlando, thank you very much. And we want to check in with some of the big stories.